we're back. My name is Harry Tumbotco. We have Dr. Ted Mendoza. Now, in this last episode, we'll try to give you some real statistics that Dr. Mendoza has put together with a lot of other analysts in UP. Dr. Ted, what were these figures you're telling me about, the statistics?
Yes. Kung titingnan ho, if we are to look at the data on how we are investing on research and development, it will be no surprise that we are like this. By the way, earlier, a former undersecretary of the OST analyzed our technology and called it technology index, and said that if technology index-wise, US is 100, Japan is 87, you know where we are? -1. That was in 1990s. Okay?
1990s yun.
1990s yun.
Okay.
I asked him just
25 years later.
few months ago.
Okay.
Okay?
25 years later.
Okay, 25 years later. I asked Dr. Lantigan again. No? Sir, I remember your paper earlier. Technology index-wise, where is the Philippines now? He said, medyo nag-improve naman, Ted. And what is the index? 0.3. We are 333 years behind the United States or even more. Okay? And the reason is that we are only investing 0.12% of our GDP
0.12.
in the computation of Dr. Saloma, former Chancellor of UP Diliman. If Padiranga figure is correct, nag-improve naman daw. It's 0.2%. Okay?
Negative.
That 0.12% of Dr. Saloma translate to 128 million pesos only.
Oh my gosh.
What is the UNESCO recommendation? It's about 1%
Of GDP.
of GDP. That means we should be investing something like 1 billion peso.
But
1
we
billion.
have billions. We can give the MILF. We're promising 70 billion. Sila lang.
And 63.2
From the
billion
CCT.
from
Yeah,
the
the CCT program.
Okay. So, ano po ang resulta? Ang resulta ngayon, napakaraming umaalis na SNT personnel natin. Where are all our engineers and so on and so forth?
Scientists.
Okay,
And yet we're growing more. We're growing more professionals. How sad. Bakit kaya? Kasi the leadership is kinukulang sa edukasyon. Mga senador natin, mga legislators, mga congressmen, kinukulang sa background education or basic education. Is this the reason?
Palagay ko hindi nila
No
na-appreciate yung impact ng science and technology. For instance, nung si Thaksin, talagang ang kanyang vision pag-upo niya, I'd like Thailand to be the Detroit of Asia. So, manufacturing yung car. Symbolic ho kasi yung car eh. Pag nakagawa ka ng car mo...
the Rolls-Royce is in Thailand.
Right. Yung engine mo yan reflects the metal quality. Well, meron naman pong konting good news. Ang MIRDC ngayon, Metal Industry Research Development Center, gumagawa na raw sila ng prototype ng 12 horsepower engine. I do not know kung matatapos nila, no?
That's the one in Cebu, somewhere in Visayas, with the new car they're supposed to come out with.
Yes.
But may bago yun eh.
But ang wala ho natin ngayon, yung iron and metal industry. Okay? Huminto na ho ang Iligan Steel Mill, maraming problema.
50 years ago.
We are importing all our iron and steel requirements. 2012, we have imported around 6 million tons of iron and steel bars. And by 2020, ang computation nila, we will be needing about 20 million metric tons of iron and steel
And
bars.
we have that basic raw material here. Dito minimina yan.
Opo.
Tapos ini-smelter sa iba,
Opo.
babalik dito bibili natin.
Opo. So, yun po. Kaya nga napakahirap mag-ano ng productivity ngayon ng processing kasi nga yung equipment component napakamahal.
What should we do, Dr. Ted? Because this is the last episode. Ano dapat ang gawin ng taong bayan para makorek itong bad direction, poor direction ng bayan?
Ang specific recommendation namin ho kasi ngayon, na meron kaming maliit na grupo sa industrial policy, i-revive natin yung iron and steel industry natin.
Stop building buildings. Let's bring in steel manufacturing, copper manufacturing.
Last 2006 ho kasi, nag-end na yung provision ng Republic Act 7013 na merong incentive dun sa mga iron na gano'n. Sana i-amend yun, i-upgrade na to include mining. Kasi nga yung sinasabi nga ninyo, meron naman tayong minerals.
We have the minerals. We have the natural resource.
Yes. Bakit hindi integrate doon? Okay? Of course, yung mining, yung steel industry, meron namang power. Meron tayong yung natural gas. Meron pa rin naman tayong Maria Cristina.
May kakayahan naman talaga.
Meron pa rin naman. Priority lang yan, no? So, yung pong mga ganon, manpower,
Meron din tayo eh.
nandyan po yung maraming College of Engineering natin. Of course, UP, meron yan. Meron kang Lasal, meron kang Ateneo na private.
Mapua.
Mapua. Meron kang Central State University. Meron kang Mindanao State University. Yung mga ganun po.
Marami yan.
Marami po tayong mga magagaling na engineers, no? Bigyan lang sila ng incentive. Bigyan nyo sa university, kagaya na nga sa Thailand. Here is your 500 million baht. Here is your 1 billion pesos.
Correct.
Okay? Give me the output. Ang gusto naming produkto manggaling sa inyo, ganyan. Okay? Ang gusto naming produkto sa inyo dyan, sa Mindanao State University, makagawa kayo ng, kunyari, ng two-stroke engine para yung mga fisher folk natin, hindi sagwan ang ginagamit.
Tsaka gawin mura. Nagagawa dito. Make it cheaper. Producing commercial quantity para kaya.
Kung yung infra ng paggawa ng ganun, nandun yung sinasabi nating subsidy, hindi na cost sa kanila yan, university-based yan, di mura yan. Like for instance, yung tissue cultured bananas natin, kaya natin napapamura kasi nga, yung inputs lang na ginamit na paggawa ng seeds na yun, ang pinababayaran.
So, what you're saying is the participation, the input of technology, innovation, through the use of the people who innovate, which are the doctorate degree holders, the people who study, those in research, those in science.
Opo.
They're the ones who can actually lift the country.
Yeah. Nandiyan na naman po ang problema. Ang populasyon ho natin ng PhD, kada milyon, is only 78.
Yun,
78 PhDs per milyon. UNESCO prescription, 380 per milyon.
Bakit kinukulang? Ayaw na mag-aral yung mga, ayaw na maging doktor mga iba, other than medicine? Outside medicine?
Figure nga ni Dr. Saloma, less than 100 ang gumagraduate nating PhD in all the sciences, whereas more than 1,000 ang nag-e-enter sa bar. Okay? So
marami nagiging professional for the profit. But kasi pagdating ng PhD, kasi sinasabi nila, pag naging doktor ka of science, or even language, or whatever, parang ang bagsak mo, teacher.
Teacher ka lang. Magkano ngayon ang sweldo?
Ayun, bagsak.
Yeah.
So, hindi dapat lang sa sweldo. Shouldn't it be business providing grants? For example, in the state universities, give them a grant. Here's 5 billion, develop this. Here's 2-3 billion develop this. Because yung mga projects nila, 50 billion, they put up a mall. Sana government says, sige, you're gonna put up a 10 billion, 15 billion peso mall or building. You're required to put 2 billion of that into R&D grants. Diba?
Maganda hong pag-usapan yan, but let's talk about the specific. Mas familiar kasi ako sa sugar industry.
Oh, in the sugar industry.
The sugar industry, for instance.
I saw your pictures.
Yeah.
The oldest one in Brazil.
Yes.
My gosh.
Ang problema ho na sugar industry ngayon,
Bulok-bulok ang sugar industry dito.
hindi nakapag-modernize ang sugar mill natin.
Yes,
Okay?
it looks it. It's all rusted yero.
So paano sila makakapag-provide ng grant? Sila, problema rin ang kanilang profitability, ang kanilang survival. Inefficient ang process natin. Sa processing, kunyari, noong mura ang oil, kaya maraming bagas ang sinusunog to make it parang disposal. Okay? So, ngayon, nagbaligtad. Mahal ng oil, maraming paggagamitan ng bagas, kaya dapat efficient ang burning mo, efficient ang boilers mo.
Ideally.
Hindi tayo naging ganon. Kaya napaka-energy expensive ng ating processing. And then, hindi nga nakapag-upgrade ng boilers. Sa Brazil, continuous boilers na sila. Tayo batch boiling pa lang.
Bats pa rin hanggang ngayon.
Hanggang sa...
yung mga truck lang nila, nakikita ko sa Hacienda Luisita, mas matanda pa sa akin. Hindi na senior citizen tawag doon, dead citizen na yun.
Paano?
Pero umaandar pa.
Puro diskarte na lang.
Ayun.
Puro remedyo na lang ang ginagawa ng ano.
So it's the fault again
napakamahal.
of the businessman. It's the fault of the local capitalist who does not invest in their country.
That's one. But it's also the overall shortcoming ng ating gobyerno na hindi nga tayo nagpunta sa ganong klaseng estilo ng
So what is
development.
it? A lack of nationalism, a lack of patriotism.
Lack of
and
vision.
Lack of vision. So there is no continuity that Pinoy should be showing off about. There is nothing to continue until, if we continue the present situation, it's a road towards perdition. So there is nothing to continue. What we need is immediate reform.
Yes. Kaya po tayo nag-uusap ngayon, ito sana ang magiging challenge. Well, hindi na nagawa hindi lang naman si Pinoy, magsimula nga kayo makapagal eh.
Oh, downward.
Tapos, ang pumasok si Marcos. Wala rin ginawa. Yun ang prime natin sana kasi dictatorship.
But he did try the Masagana 99, but it failed, hindi nagbayad. Kasi tinamaan nga ng flood, tandaan ko yun, kinento mo sa akin.
Hindi, yung maliit lang pong component yun eh. Yung industry, yung S&T, ganun din eh.
Okay.
Wala eh. Pinabayaan
Hindi
niya
napondohan.
Hindi napondohan
Hindi
yun
napondohan.
eh. Okay? And then, okay, si Cory, yun na naman. Lalong hindi na.
Cory was stuck. She created the brownouts.
Yes.
It was actually the worst administration I think this country's ever had.
Anong madidescribe ninyo kay Ramos?
Well,
na siya
he
nag-ano
proved
ng
it.
IPP?
Ayun, sumobra naman yun. The pendulum went from one extreme to the other, di ba?
Yes. Tapos si Estrada na.
Estrada, we had a lot of wine being consumed in Malacanang.
Yes, and then we
Diba?
have GMA.
Well, GMA is many things.
Yes.
Stupid is not one of them.
Yes,
Diba?
but then pinabayaan din. Hindi rin siya. Ang
Yung
pinaka damaging ho during the time of GMA nung ipairal yung attrition law. Kaya wala tayong scientist ngayon eh. Bawal lang mag-hire. Yun din ang problema ng UP ngayon, no? Wala kaming middle level. Junior
Nabutas.
and then
Senior. Nabutas yung gitna.
yeah, wala sa gitna. And many government agencies ganun. Ganun ang SRA, alam ko 'yon. Ganun din ang PhilRice na ngayon, no? Ganun din ang PCA, lalo na ang PCA. Okay? So napabayaan no ang SNT.
So what? Okay, we're looking in 12 months. Thank God there's going to be an election and we're going to have a change of administration. Sino manok mo, tingin mo dapat? O ano dapat ng bagong kandidato i-promote para sa tamang direksyon para sa Pilipinas?
Sana po pag upo niya, iset na niya yung kanyang industrial vision.
Ayun. So there's a need to industrialize, number one.
Yes.
Industrialize what? Industry as well as agriculture.
Ang nasa batas ho natin kasi nandiyan na Article 12, Section 1 ng ating Constitution nandun na.
Execute, go in that direction this time. I-budget
sinasabi na tayo dapat mag-industry based on agriculture, etc. No?
How can we improve agriculture if we have people like Proceso Alcala there, who's a civil engineer who's supposed to be handling agriculture? It's the wrong choice.
Yes.
Parang nilagay mo doktor na medicine, aayusin niya malampayagas. Alam niya na, di ba? Parang
nga
gano'n
po. So yun po sana dapat iset, may specific, tayo ngayon i-revive yung iron and steel industry. Okay, that's number one. Kasi nga, ang development, infrastructure natin, so on so forth, dyan nangangailangan.
So to all the candidates who are looking for the presidency, please listen to this. What else?
So yun po, pinaka-urgent natin. Tingnan ngayon kung paano ma-address yung science and technology development ng ating bansa. Marami yung component yan, no? So, ang kailangan lang, pag upo niya, ito ang gusto kong mangyari. And then, lahat ng kabinete niya, doon ang focus. Yun ang ginawa ni Taksin eh. Yun ang ginawa ni Mahathir nung panahon niya. Yun ang ginawa ni Lee Kuan Yew. So, we do not need to reinvent the wheel, so to speak. Ang isa kong ginagawa ngayon, pinag-aaralan ko yung industrial policy ng mga, itong mga recently developed industrialized countries, and of course, yung mga well-developed countries. Ang medyo intriguing nga dito, yung mga developed countries, nandun na sila in another level of industrial policy na naman. Okay? Na ang focus nila ngayon, edukasyon kasi knowledge
Improving,
intensive
yeah.
nga, improving,
Improving.
yung capability.
Research and development.
yeah. Kasi tatlong C's yan You have the capability, capacity, and the commitment. Commitment na manggagaling sa tao, manggagaling sa gobyerno. To at least maintain their so-called cutting edge.
We are already over time. Thank you so very much, Dr. Ted. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you appreciate our program. Alam niyo po, that's exactly where we need to go, industrialization and agriculture. And of course, we have to go to the next level ideally, but before we get there, we first have to implement the practice and the actual development of this industrialization in this country. In other words, a true national objective, not looking for one for the first 2-3 years and then reacting to problems in the next 2 years, which has happened in the last 5. So you be the judge, so be careful. The power of the vote relies on to you. Now, unless you want movie stars that do all the acting, that's all they're going to do in Malacanang, it's your life. The problem is, it's also my country. So the poor and bad things that you do will affect everybody else. So be responsible and be learned. Know what you're doing. Maraming salamat po. Thank you very much, Dr. Ted. Wait, we have to see you.
You are what you watch.